Well, hello, and the term is long over. So congratulations once again on making it through the course, getting all of your content in. Some really great work. I really hope that you found what you did to be valuable. I was talking with some students in class yesterday, and then again today. We were talking about kind of the final capstone project and what that looks like, not just for this program, but for an undergrad program with which I work and so forth. And one of the things that it causes you to do is to really think deeply about everything that you have done over the course of your program. And I really hope that that was the case for you. I hope that you found great meaning, great connection, great purpose, that you looked at what you did and were able to say, wow, that was a tremendous amount that I covered. That was a tremendous amount that was explored. And now you have this amazing repertoire of information from which you can pull all sorts of content and information, and you can inform people, you can educate folks, you can help understanding to come about what it means to be a good, service-oriented, self-less, others-first leader, as we've hopefully been able to train you and teach you how to do and to be in this program. So a couple things. You are going to get an email from either Grace Kwok or from Myra Chacon, one of our either program manager or graduate assistants. And it's going to have information for you about what you should expect with your final presentation, your colloquial presentation. Okay. So at this point, for the vast majority, if not all of you, will be at least myself and our program director and department chair, Dr. Ed Barron. We may have another faculty member or two join us depending on their schedules, but you'll have at least two people in addition to obviously yourself. What you should expect from these presentations, okay? Once again, we talked about this. You will go in and you will talk about kind of the overarching program. What is it that you learn? What did you take away? Where were you when you started? Where were you when you ended? You can talk about the growth and development that took place from day one to day, 365, 730, whatever that day count looks like, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and so forth. What was it that took place? If you were one that took the Achieving Styles Inventory in 501 and then took the Aspirational Achieving Styles Inventory, and then once again took the Achieving Styles Inventory and had the 360 results, as you all did in this capstone, you can talk about where you are compared to where you hoped to be, where other people see you as being. Are there discrepancies? Was it confirming? All the different things that come with that. So you can talk about those items. You'll do that through, the first little bit. Talk about your growth, your development, the exploration, what you took home, what was, some of your favorite parts. Maybe have a theme or something like that. You will then talk about, at minimum, but probably no more than 3, but I would say probably to be safe for time, you'll talk about 2 areas of your 2 of the 5 core competencies where you feel like you have especially grown. Okay, and again, and you talk about these things, you're going to discuss it in terms of not necessarily I am accomplished, but I feel like I have grown and I have matured and I have become more accomplished. Not accomplished fully, but more accomplished in these areas. What are the 2 that you feel like you've grown the most in? And then you will also talk about one area, so one core competency where you feel like you still have the most room for growth and development. All right. Talk about kind of all how it comes together. Talk about, so now that I'm done, here's my growth plan as you put together, right? So talk about the philosophy of leadership, talk about the growth plan, talk about the 2 areas where you feel like you've grown the most, talk about the one where you feel like you still have the most room for growth, and then of course add any additional content. Make sure that you include a references page as appropriate, provide lots of artifacts, proof, information as far as what got you where you are. If you want, you can include some thank yous. Now, just because of the nature of an online, distance-based colloquia, we won't have friends and family in the room, right? You can have them with you if you'd like. That might be kind of weird. They're all crammed into your living room, and you're talking to a computer screen, though you're welcome to do that. But what I would do is, I would encourage you to send the link to your friends and colleagues. If you have supervisors or folks with whom you've worked, while you're in the program, send the information to them. Let them know, make them aware of what it was that you accomplished. I mean, this is a big deal what you've done. And so I would hope that you would make other folks aware of that. Okay. So as I mentioned, you will be presenting via a Google slide presentation. Okay. You can, when you go to share, you can make that presentation live. Okay. So you will share it to me, and this is one of the things that you'll get in this correspondence. We'll ask you to show up 10 minutes in advance to when your presentation is to start, so we can work through any of the technical difficulties if there are any there. You will share the presentation with me, and so it'll give you an option. When you hit share, it'll say share, just with your screen. You make it big, or you can share it with somebody else, and I would ask that you share with me. And so then when you're advancing each of the slides, I won't have to advance them because you're already doing that. So I'm just going to get to sit back and relax and watch as you share your presentation. Okay. So you want to make sure that you share that, share the presentation with me ahead of time. Okay. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be done with it. You may make last minute adjustments, but just so I have it. Okay. So if for some reason technology fails us, I have the presentation. I can click on it. You have it, and we can look through and follow together. Okay. I'm going to work through some presentation stuff with Grace Kwok, our program manager, hopefully this afternoon, if not maybe tomorrow. And I will get you more specifics on what that presentation as far as how it looks. So are you going to be able to have your face, here in the screen while having the presentation? I think we can figure that out, but I want to get the details, logistics, and all that, and then I'll share that with you as well. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed at least not being in Capstone. Maybe some of you are still taking other classes. But of course, along the way, as you have additional questions, please feel free to email me, to call me. Let me know how I can help. Let me know what questions I can help to answer. It was great to work with you. I was super impressed by the work that you did. And I really hope that you can put into practice a lot of this content to make it the most useful and meaningful to serve you in your career and your life, but also to serve those around you in the best possible way you can. All right? So I hope you're having a great week, and I look forward to your presentations. And if I don't see you or hear from you until then, I will see you and hear from you at that point. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.